Good day, students. Today's lecture will explore media entrepreneurship, a rapidly evolving field that is at the intersection of communication, creativity, innovation, and business. So, this topic is crucial for anyone aspiring to build a career in journalism, content creation, digital media advertising, public relations, or media business ownership. And by the end of this session, you should be able to understand the concept and scope of media entrepreneurship. You should be able to differentiate between traditional and modern approaches to media business. You should also be able to recognize opportunities for innovation within the media landscape. And lastly, you should appreciate the role of media entrepreneurs in contemporary society. So, what then is media entrepreneurship? To understand media entrepreneurship, we must first break the term down. The first is media. And as defined by ORG in 2008, it refers to the traditional mass communication systems and content genres such as publishing, broadcasting, motion pictures, video games, recorded music, advertising, and more. While entrepreneurship, on the other side, as defined by Bateman and Snell in 2011, is the mobilization of resources to seize a profitable opportunity, usually under conditions of risk. Therefore, media entrepreneurship is not just about owning media platforms. It is about using entrepreneurial thinking to identify opportunities in the media sector and mobilizing resources to create and deliver value. So the key definition of media entrepreneurship, according to Anna Org, it defined media entrepreneurship as the creation and ownership of small enterprise whose activity adds at least one voice or innovation to the media marketplace. And what is the strength about this is the fact that this definition has a broad scope as it covers many media sectors, and it shows that the media world today can accommodate both commercial and non-commercial ventures. But the limitation on the other side is that the definition is too broad. Even a blogger with no business model might qualify. Achenhagen, on the other side, in 2008, defined media entrepreneurship, but he redefined it as the creation of new ventures that bring media goods, services into existence, focusing on how they are developed and by whom. And the third definition we'll be looking at is by Kajin AI and Roshandel Abatani in 2011 as a defined media entrepreneurship by emphasizing that it is the usage of resources, either owned or borrowed, to create value in the media marketplace through innovation, either in the product, platform, process, or even use. So we'll look at a comprehensive definition of media entrepreneurship. And media entrepreneurship here is about risk taking, it is about opportunity, exploitation, and value creation through innovative content, through platforms or user data, targeting a specific market, whether for profit or for influence. So moving on, we'll be looking at the key characteristics of media entrepreneurship. And let's break it down. What exactly makes media entrepreneurship unique? The first one is the risk-taking aspect. Risk-taking. Like all entrepreneurial ventures, success is not guaranteed. So market failure is always a possibility. Hence, why we're talking about risk-taking. The second one here that makes up the characteristics of media entrepreneurship is opportunity-oriented. It is opportunity-oriented. And why is this opportunity-oriented? It's because entrepreneurs either discover existing market gaps or create new ones. And number three here is idea-driven. So a solid media business begins with a unique or needed idea. While number four is resource mobilization. As part of the characteristics, resource mobilization. Media entrepreneurs may not own everything they use. They may lease, sometimes they borrow, or contract the tools, sometimes the talent they will have to either employ on part-time basis or probably full-time basis. And the technology required as well might not be solely their own. And number five here is innovation. And when we talk about innovation, this is not always radical. Innovation can be new, it can be incremental, it could be imitative, but must add value at least. And the next one is value proposition. The entrepreneur delivers something of value, either content, access, or data to a specific market segment. An example of such is the Maso Imbo program that we have today. It's something of value, something of the Yoruba pedigree, something of the Yoruba heritage, which has to do with the Yoruba language. And the seventh one here, which is platform importance. In the age of internet, platforms such as YouTube, Instagram, TikTok are as crucial as the content itself. And speaking of content, it also forms part of the characteristics. I'll be looking at content, platform, or data as commodity. So media entrepreneurs may sell media products, services, access to users such as followers, which sometimes are user generated. Either you grow it organically or probably you have to look for other means to have the large number of followers that you need. Or sometimes it could be even be the brand or channel itself. And number nine here is profit or purpose. While most aim to make money in terms of media entrepreneurship, others may seek to raise awareness, promote behavior, or mobilize public attention around issues like gender equity or climate change. And we've seen an array of individuals that have been doing this over the years. Example is your VDM, Very Dark Man. We also have the likes of those in Arise TV, Rufai, and the likes. And the last one is intentionality, which forms part of the characteristics of media entrepreneurship. So media entrepreneurship is deliberate, and that's where the intentionality comes to play. Even if the opportunity was identified by chance, in most cases it is always deliberate. It is not something that happens by chance. So we'll look at some means through which we can venture in the world of media entrepreneurship. However, this can be done on two different angles. The first one is the traditional and also the digital media entrepreneurship. And speaking of traditional, I'll be looking at newspaper publishers. They are into media entrepreneurship, TV or radio owners, advertising firms, film producers, they are all media entrepreneurs. On the digital or new age media aspect, as entrepreneurs, we're looking at the online magazines and blogs, the podcasters that we have today, the YouTubers, the influencer marketers, the TikTok content creators are all family or members of family of digital media entrepreneurship. So in today's landscape, platform-based entrepreneurship has been able to allow people make a whole lot of money from YouTube monetization, Instagram influencer branding, Substack newsletters, and so on. They are all emerging today as key career path for mass communication graduate. Take, for example, a graduate who starts a political satire YouTube channel and monetizes it through Google Ads and partnership can make cool money off this. So a journalism student who builds a campus blog and sells a space to local businesses also can make his money from this. A podcast that becomes a hub for LD advocacy and attracts NGO sponsorship is also something. We've seen quite a lot of podcast channels that are popping up today. So each of these reflects the principles of media entrepreneurship. So opportunity recognition, resourcefulness, and innovation, and also value creation are part of some of these principles of media entrepreneurship. So what are things we need to engage ourselves with as questions today? So first, can you identify a media entrepreneur, either a Nigerian or international, whose work you admire? What platform do they use, and how do they monetize their platform? And this is where we'll stop for the enlightenment on media entrepreneurship. Thank you, and please listen to the next class.